Hi everyone, Paul ISM. Welcome to another inbox review. So today I've got a review of the new released Eduard 132 P-40N, the Warhawk. So this was announced a while ago. I haven't got a P-40 in the stash in 32nd scale. Preferring that now for the props, I thought I'll have to get one of these. Thought it was going to be very expensive, like the Dottie May P-47, which was over £100. This one seems to be pretty well priced at around the £65 mark on release, so I think it's a little bit more better value. Obviously, it's not as big an aircraft as the P-47, but still, you know, rather large aircraft, and there's some nice extras in there as well. So for that price, well worth the money. Have noticed there are a few places that initially released it at that price. The price has gone up, some quite significantly, so it's definitely worth shopping around. I got this from Veterans Models, Nicky Ward. I think it cost me £70 posted off eBay. I bought it off eBay rather than direct. But I think you could get it a little bit cheaper by going direct. But definitely pays to shop around. Have a look at the prices before you commit, because some prices are quite high. So there we go. So it's a 2008 tooling of the Hasegawa P-40N. I believe, I've not really properly looked yet, there's a couple of different offerings in there for the tails. Or some sort of variant that's never really been offered before by Hasegawa. They have released the M variant before, I believe, again, but only for limited runs, so to get it in this offering is pretty good, and at a decent price for what you get, in my opinion. It's the Eduart, so you do get an art print. It's not the flat ones that come with the others, it's actually rolled up inside, but there's also a tin, 3D embossed kind of tin of the art as well, which is pretty cool, really is cool. Obviously you get the kit, you get some PE, you get the nice decal sheet, some resin, the zoom set for the cockpit, mass set, etc. All the usual stuff you get with Eduard. So for £65, it is a bargain of a kit. So let's have a look inside and see what we get. Well, first off, that box art is just awesome. It really is a very, very cool picture of a rather well-equipped lady and an absolutely superb war machine. It looks like it's on fire up, spitting flames with exhausts. It's got a very, very cool Lulu Bell nose scheme on it, and it is absolutely fantastic. Like I say, you get the print of that, and you get the metal embossed sign as well, I suppose it is. It's absolutely fantastic. The box art is fantastic. The Dottie May one was great for the P-47 as well. I just couldn't warrant paying that price for the other one, and I already had the trumpet on the stash. But absolutely fantastic. Very interesting, colourful, and fun. So yeah. Let's have a look in the box. Okie, right, so let's have a look what we get in there. So, like I say, absolutely stunning box art. It really is. Very, very cool. We'll get the box off, we'll have a look inside. So, first off, we've got clear parts, we'll move those out of the way. We have this lovely tin style print. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want it damaged. But this is embossed, as you can see, on tin plate. And absolutely beautiful. It really is nice. It's not a full-size print of the art, but it's certainly big enough to look interesting, and that will take pride of place on my wall or ceiling or wherever I can get it to fit. So very, very nice. It is quite thick and it's heavy as well. So lovely, lovely addition. Like I say, for the £65 this costs, it is a pretty good bargain. There's the kit, resin, Photo-Etch, so you've got the colour zoom set and the normal Photo-Etch, all the resin. Got the instructions, we've got the mass set, huge decal sheet, I'll show you now, hang on. Massive decal sheet, absolutely huge, and the print itself, which I shall show you quickly. Now, I didn't really want to take it out as such, but we will. So I'm going to guess it's like A2 size. There you go. Absolutely stunning. I know it doesn't all fit in, do apologise. I can't get my cameras high enough. But it's A2 size, but well, a little bit under A2. No, it is A2. And it's a lovely print, very high quality. Once framed, that's going to look absolutely fantastic. And like I say, that'll go on my ceiling, and the other one will go on my wall. So absolutely lovely. Now, the question is, can I roll it up small enough to get it back in those little slips? Drum roll, please. Probably not. Let's try it anyway. But yeah, it really is nice. Lovely bit of box art. And a lovely print to go with it. Have we done it? Oh, he's done it. He's only gone and done it, by Jove. There we are. Look at that. Stunning. So I'm going to pop that back in there. We'll leave the decals for now. We'll come back to instructions later. We'll do it in my usual order, which is chaotic. No, it's not. We'll come back to those in a little bit. So we'll start off with one of the bags, the main bags. Open it up and have a look. Like I say, it's Hasegawa base kit. It's a pretty good base kit. I know it's got a couple of fit issues. My buddy Norm was telling me about the other day. But they are, by the sound of it, rectifiable with relative ease, as long as you follow a pretty straightforward procedure. So we'll pop those out of the way over there and deal with this. Right, so there's the fuselage front halves, as you can see, top and bottom. Then we've got some of the bulkheads, the nose cowling, looks like wheelbase, so on and so forth. No problems there at all. The engraving, the panel lines are lovely, really nice, very well defined. Riveting's lovely, really crisp, very, very nice. Access panel's nice. Overall looks really, really good. You can see there on the overhead, close up. Very, very nice. Detail parts like this, very well defined. Very, very nice. That'll be a wing spar, part of an intake there by the look of it. These look at the wheel bay inners. If I spin it around, you can see. Just there, very, very nice. Like I say, overall, no problems there at all. There's no flash, there's no problems. There's a couple of sink marks on some parts, but they're not going to be an issue because they're not where they can be seen. No issues with the actual fuselage halves. Really, really nice. Very, very good. Like I said, there are a few issues. I'll get to them in a minute when we get to the tail sections and have a look. So, yeah, superb. No problems there at all. Next up, we've got the prop, nose cone, drop tank, actuators for the landing gear, so on and so forth. So again, no problem, there's the full size sprue. The antenna hoop, antenna post and mast, etc. No problems there at all. We come in close, we can have a look. There's the prop, nose cone, some actuators for the landing gear, the drop tanks. All very nice. Not bad at all. Again, beautifully crisp moulded parts. No issues there at all. All there. It's got a little bit of marking to some of the plastic because it's installed in a bag together, obviously. But other than that, no problems at all. Just try something different today. I know I have a grey mat here, but I've got these on, obviously, for my bench stickers. If you find that distracting, let me know. Obviously, this is just like the plain view. When we're close up, you are getting the clearer background. But let me know what you think. If you find that too cluttered as a background, let me know. Do you prefer it when I've got just my normal grey on, like so? Or does it not bother you? Let me know, and we'll rectify that for next time. Let me know what you think. But yeah, beautiful parts there, all crisply moulded. Very, very nice. Can't see any issues there at all. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. Right, so we've got elevators, rudder, cockpit floor, pilot, cockpit sidewalls. They're really nicely detailed. All the parts there, as you can see. Pilot looks good. Pilot looks really good, actually. So we're coming close. We have a little looky see. So there's the horizontal stabilizer, the rudder. Very nice. Obviously two halves. Then you got the pilot. There. Again. Very nice. The face is nicely defined. Very cool. Body parts, parachute, etc. Got foot controls, and then we're on to the horizontal stabilizers, built-in elevators. Except a bit of marking there, can you see that? That's what we're getting from the plastic being all in the bag together. Obviously it's not air fixed, not like 20 sprues in one, but they are in there together, which is a bit of a shame. We'll quick go over one of our buffers, that'll take that off. Then you got sideboard detail, really nice. So again, you got plenty of opportunity for weathering, scratch building there. using online references or books. And what looks to be the cockpit floor. Again, plenty of detail there. Very nice. There's no ejector pin marks in places. They're going to be prominent or a problem. So again, no problems at all. Brilliant. Then we got the lower wing surfaces. So again, you've got the detail built in. What looks to be the flaps. Underneath. Very nice. Panel lines. They're not too deep. They're not too prominent. You got some nice surface detail on the ailerons. The riveting's really crisp. Really impressed by that riveting. We're coming close and have a look. The riveting's really crisp. What we do have though is a couple of ejector pin marks inside EPMs, and they are showing on that, so you can see through it there. Now, can't feel them, but whether you're going to see them afterwards, I don't know, because that's very thin there. Just something to bear in mind. Again, surface detail is lovely, all the way across. Very nice. Gives you an impression of the wingspan. The wingspan is 14 inches, so it's not huge, but big enough to be an impressive model for sure. And then we've got the upper wing surfaces as well. So again, nice surface detail for the ailerons. That same nice riveting, same EPM marks. Ultra thin they are, very thin. I would be tempted to put some filler in there, to be honest. And again, beautiful, really nice, very crisp, very nice. But you can see those EPM marks through it. But they shouldn't be the end of the world. Very nice, excellent. Next bag we have. So what do we have in here? Right, we've got a couple of repeated sprues. We do. That's a repeat, so there's two of those. One of these. Right, this one we have cockpit parts. So we've got the rear section, the cockpit, we've got the seats, two different seats, two different bulkheads, cockpit panel. Well, that's nice, actually really nice. We're coming, look at that. That's very nice for a plastic part. Very cool. Obviously we do have the zoom set as well, so you get the best of both worlds. Seat frame. Rear parts, like I said, there's two seats, so you got that one and that one there. So very nice. No issues there. This is one of the duplicate sprues. So on here we have wheels, tyres, more actuators. We've got the exhausts, which I'll show you in a second. What appear to be the cannons, so on and so forth. Just have a quick look through that. There's the exhausts. By the looks of it, we've got. Is there two types? No, just one. So again, very nice. We've got some actuators, bits and bobs. Looks like part of looks like part of a bomb. So on and so forth. And the wheels, like I say, two different types of wheels. By the look of it, yeah, you got slick tread patterns and proper cross tread patterns as well, and two different wheels. So two different variants there, which is nice. And two different tail options and more instrument panels. So there's one tail section there, as you can see, and one there. So obviously one's shorter than the other. And again, it carries all that lovely surface detail, the riveting, panel lines, etc. We've got two other instrument panels. I'm not sure why. Obviously there's different variants. Maybe it will become more apparent in the instruction book. Again, surface detail is nice, but obviously we've got the addition of the zoom Photo-Etch. Now, with these are supposed to be glued together in halves and then glued onto the fuselage frame. I believe if you do that, it's too wide. You need to remove a lot of the surface excess to make it sit flush. Now, my buddy Norm says if you glue these onto actual fuselage halves before attaching it, it should save a lot of that issue. So bear that in mind, and it should save a lot of heartache. Norm's actually got this nearly fully built, and he said he's handled a hell of a lot of that fuselage. So bear that in mind, and hopefully that will help remedy the issues. So again, some nice parts there, very, very interesting. Excuse me while I pop those in there. So there's all the main actual parts. We're on to the clear parts now, which these look absolutely stunning. So first off, we've got some polycaps there, so pop those in the box so I don't lose them. And just a reminder, made in Japan, imported by Eduard. So the clear parts, loads of them. So we've got 2 different variants by the look of it. Very, very clear. Really nice. There's a little bit of distortion through there, but overall, not too bad at all. I'll just come in close to let you guys have a look, as you can see. Or not see, really, because they are nice, not particularly clear. There's a little bit of distortion, though. I will give it that. Onto like your landing lights, wing markers, etc. And then all the various different canopy parts as we go through. Nice, no problems there at all. Very nice, glad to have those masking sets though, I'll say that. Because certainly there's not many raised areas on there. So yeah, the mask set, very, very worthy addition to the set. So clear parts don't look bad. Like I say, they are clear, but there is a bit of distortion through them. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter all that much. Okay, so there's all the main parts done. We'll quickly have a look at the resin, which we have here. So always a worthy addition, because some of the detail you can get in resin you can't necessarily do in plastic. So again, we've got exhausts, wheels and tyres. So the exhaust, really nice. They're very nice. Individually, they're in per, sorry. So cut them off with a razor saw, give them a tidy up. Job done. So very nice. Yeah, excellent. Very, very nice addition. So there's 2 of those. You've then got 2 wheel hubs just in there. Again, very nice detail. And we have 2 cross pattern tread tyres. So again, very nice. You've got the built-in flat as well at the bottom. And again, obviously the wheel goes into the back. And you've got very, very nice wheel detail at the front as well. Excuse the primer on me. I had a bit of an accident yesterday with some UMP-wide primer. It's all over the carpet. Went all over me, everywhere. And primer being primer, it's a bit of a pig to get off. Even in the shower this morning. Doesn't want to come off. There you go. Very, very nice wheels and tyres. Obviously there's 2 of those as well. And the actual hubs themselves for the outside. Obviously a little bit of resin flash in the centre to get rid of. But you can get rid of that with a pin, a file, etc, etc. Some gentle persuasion, they can be rubbed out. So very nice. Obviously the rear landing wheel as well. Again, very, very nicely moulded. Does actually have the Firestone brand name on to these ones. Goodyear. So they are branded as well. So Goodyear main ones and a Firestone rear landing wheel tyre, sorry, as well. Lovely, very nice resin. Resin really does add some detail, but the kit parts didn't actually look that bad, to be fair. So I think either way, you won't go wrong. Photo-Etch. Right, so we've got the zoom set. So obviously you got the panels in there, and they did look good. If you can paint them up and you're happy doing that, they will look absolutely fine. Now, you do have the zoom cockpit set in there. And these are nice, but it's not 3D enough. Now Yahoo do instrument panels that are a lot better than the Eduard. But obviously these come with the kit and they will look perfectly fine in there. I've used them many, many times, but obviously it's how far you want to go. You can have completely paint up your kit ones and they will look very good, but they take a bit of work. Or you can use the Photo-Etch, or you can go the extra step and get the Yahoo. The Yahoo are a bit more multiple panel than these, so they give you a bit more 3D. But out of the box, they will look fantastic. So you got the 2 instrument panels there, console, you got some placards, loads of placards actually. Looks to be more dials, maybe a compass there. You've got throttle, well not throttle levers, but actual levers there as well, and there. And the belts, now, these are the first time I've seen these particular belts. They are actually weathered, as you can see. We do have some weathering, darkening to the areas, which do make them look a bit more realistic. Now, the PE belts can look good, very, very good. I'm a big fan of the HGW belts at the minute, the paper or fabric belts. They just look absolutely stunning when installed. But again, out of the box, these are going to look fantastic. And they definitely look better being weathered a little bit. They definitely give them a more three-dimensional effect. They do look really, really nice. So yeah, I like that, Eduard. That's a good touch. Very, very nice. And the zoom set can add a huge difference to the model. You've got some acetates in there for the gun sights as well. Not going to get that out because it'll end up getting lost. And we've got some PE for the exterior. So I'm going to hazard a guess we've got some landing gear bits and bobs in there. Maybe some bits for the cockpit. It's hard to tell because I haven't got a clue what all these parts are. I've got the gun sight. Well, should be fuel for the cap, tie downs. There's all sorts of bits on there, but what's more important is it's beautifully done. It's a very, very fine fret of PE, and those parts are going to look stunning. Some careful removal. You're going to add a lot of detail to the kit there. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure of the parts, but I'm guessing we've got some wheel bay, etc., etc. Some grille covers there. Very, very nice. But if you look at how fine that gun sight is there, excellent. Very, very good. Well, obviously, Eduard's bread and butter is Photo-Etch and Resin. So, as always, you would expect top quality stuff from these guys. And they don't fail to deliver. Well, not most of the time, should we say. Ooh, whiten out a bit there. Hello, come back. There we go. Right, let's have a look at the decals, and then we'll go through to the instructions. Well, first off, there's the mast set. There's no point me trying to show you because you won't see a thing because you never can. But there's a full mast set there for what I'm guessing is both sets of canopies. Can't really tell. Perhaps. But there's a lot of masks on there. There really is quite a lot. You're not going to see it because it does just white out. Right, instruction sheet. Decal sheet is huge. Absolutely huge. You got that lovely skull scheme that's on the box art from Lulu Bell. You got a shark mouth, Felix a cat, all the way down. You got Milk Wagon Express. That was pretty cool there. And Daddy Please. Ooh, and Gloria Lions. Lovely. Decals are lovely. They are Cargraph. Typical colours. They did have a little bit of damage on one of my rounders there, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh, it's not, it's just a mark to come off. There we go. For me, it's got to be a shark mouth. Got to be. It's a Warhawk. It has to have a shark mouth on it. So for me, whatever scheme that is, it will have that. The decals are great. It's a lovely big decal scheme sheet. Some very, very high quality decals. They're all in register. They're glossy. They're very, very thin by the look of it. So they're just typical, absolutely superb cartograph quality. And there you can go decal for your instrument panel. So you've got 3 options there out of the box. Well, 4 actually. You can do plastic, painted, plastic with the decals. You can use a zoom set or you go aftermarket as well. Very nice. And some placards as well. So very, very nice option. Few different options there as well, and I'm sure that box art scheme is going to get a lot of coverage, which is why I'm going to avoid it. I don't like doing what everybody else does. Instruction book. Now, Eduard, like I say, there's the variants on the front. We'll get to them properly in a minute, and by all accounts, that's the one I'll be doing. So we have a 2-tones camo scheme there as well. So it'll be olive drab with whatever colour that is. But it's got to be that scheme. It's got to have a tiger shark mouth on it, in my opinion. Very, very cool like that. And obviously the box art on the front. On the back you got stencil info, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So front page, parts layout as always. So there's everything there, all in plastic, everything that you need. Your brassing parts, your mask set. There you go. There's all the mask. So there is quite a lot to it, as you can see. And we also have the Photo-Etch parts as well. I'm going to zoom in just a touch on that camera. There we are. So you start off, as always, with assembly of the cockpit. So anything that's not kit part is shown. So if it's PE, it's got the PE prefix. If it's a decal, it'll tell you. Obviously, you've got different options for the different markings. So depending on what you're doing, will warrant probably what seat you're using, instrument panel, so on and so forth. So you need to pay attention throughout the build that you don't put something in and realise 3 pages down the line, oops, I shouldn't have put that in there. As always, if something needs removing, it's coloured in red. So if you are going to put the Photo-Etch zoom set on the instrument panel, you need to remove that surface detail with a sander, chisel, whatever. It's a couple of minutes work, it's not really daunting at all, and that will allow you to fit the Photo-Etch parts there as well. Assembly looks pretty straightforward, the instructions are nice and clear. They're not too busy, they are a bit busier than normal, because obviously there's a lot of parts to go in. 30-second scale does allow for a lot more detail, and it really does. Cockpits are fantastic in 30-second scale, much better than 48th. You can really go to town painting and weathering them. So there we go, there's the cockpit assembly. It looks very straightforward. Onto the sidewalls. The sidewalls are beautiful. These are going to look really, really good painted up. Obviously you've got some P placards to go on. They're just going to add a ton of interest to it. You've got levers, handles, all sorts of stuff there to go on. They're going to look absolutely brilliant. I need to build this kit pretty soon by the look of it. And again, a ton of it on the other sidewall as well. It's going to look absolutely stunning. It really is. Beautiful, beautiful kit. Once you close it up, you're going to have a very good looking office, and it really is going to look very, very cool. Mask set, there you go. There's the extent of the mask set. As you can see, they're all the masks on that one sheet. And it's showing you the different variants for different ones, whatever. Now, that is pretty confusing. I'm not going to lie. Even to me, it looks like an underground train map. So you definitely need to pay attention to what you're doing. You even get wheel masks as well, which is very cool. So pay attention to what goes where and what it's for, and make sure it is for the variant you're building, because there are different screens in there. Fuselage assembly, so it is telling you to glue, well, it is and it isn't, but I would definitely follow Norm's advice of gluing the halves back and front together first before closing them up, and hopefully that should rectify the situation. What Norm was saying is, rather than having a big step here, you just end up with a little gap in the fuselage at the back, and I'd rather rectify a fuselage gap than a sidewall gap, because that, by the looks of it, Norm had an absolute nightmare with it. And that's it. So again, straightforward. As you can see, the assembly goes, getting the cockpit in, closing the fuselage up, adding the rear sections to the back, some of the glass work, cowl into the front, the exhaust panels. So yeah, they're very good instructions. Really nice. Again, wheelbase. No problem at all. PE. There's quite a bit of PE on this, so you really need to pay attention to the instructions. Make sure you're aware of what goes where and what it is that's going in. Horizontal stabilizers, rudder. Attaching the wings to the fuselage as well. Glasswork. We've got PE actuators for the ailerons, by the look of it. Very nice. And we're on to drop tanks, bombs. I knew that was a part for the bomb. Knew it. So you got choice, drop tank or bomb. Bomb. Bomb for me. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. What have we got there? So markings D and E only. Oh. I'm not 100% sure what that is for, actually. Ah, with a bomb and empty. So, do we have a different... Yeah, it's a different bomb holder. Okay. That's unusual. Okie doke. So, again, you've got to be aware that it's markings D and E only, and I think I've got markings A, so I can't use that. Oh, such a shame. And there you go. Closing up the fuselage, getting the canopies on. So, again, A, D, and E share those canopies. B and C, those ones. So there are different canopies. You really need to pay attention, make sure you're using the right ones. Put the last finishing touches on. UHF, is UHF, VHF antenna. And the antenna aerial post. Prop. Pitot tube. Very nice. And there you go. Decal schemes. Oh, sorry, it's not A, is it? That's A. The skull. My bad. On to decal schemes. So we're getting called out for olive drab and dark green for the colours. Quite an unusual camera scheme on that one. I've just got red for the nose cone, yellow for something. Oh, we have propeller tips, my bad. Black and tyre grey. So yeah, I've got a feeling that one's going to be quite a prominent scheme, which is why I'm going to avoid it like the plague. Oh, C, hang on. I thought it was A we were doing. Oh, it's still D and E. Git. You got this one, Gloria, with the white beigey tail. Yeah, it's different. A little bit plain in my opinion. I do like this little streak across the wing there. It's pretty cool, but a little bit boring in my opinion. Then we have a similar kind of camo pattern on the wings as the first one. The awesome shark mouth, Felix on the tail. That is the one for me. That's a very nice scheme. Again, the old drab over dark green. Sorry, dark green over old drab with grey underbelly. That's a very, very nice scheme. I do like that one. Very cool. Very unusual camo scheme on the wings. I do like that. Shouldn't be too challenging to do. And just a streak across the tail and along the back. Scheme D is... That's quite cool. Daddy Please. You got the white tail again. Blue and white nose cone. Again, same kind of camo pattern on the wings. Nothing on the side walls. And again, number 4. Kitty Hawk. Number 4. This is Glory Alliance. Again, same white tail scheme. A little bit of a white crosshatch kind of effect on the rear and the front side of the fuselage. And again, it's that olive drab over grey. So again, very nice scheme. Obviously, your decal layouts are on there as well. And then on the back page, you have all your stencils, which, being a World War II bird, there isn't a huge amount. There's enough to keep you busy, but nothing, you know, there's not like 500-600 on an IAF bird or 200-300 off a Russian bird. So yeah, very nice. So there you go. So there we go. There's Eduart's new P-40N. What do I think of that? I think it's great for £65. That's a great kit. You got the beautiful Hasegawa base kit, which looks to be absolutely stunning. If you just follow those few precautions about those tail sections, it should save a lot of messing around and hearting. A little bit of marking to the plastic where it's all in one bag. It's not all in one bag, but there's 4 or 5 sprues in the bag. It really does pay to separate them up, guys. I know it's too late to say, but it's an older kit. It does pay to separate them up, but give it a go over one of our UMP buffers and you get rid of those marks anyway, so no real issue there. The added Photo-Etch, mask set and resin really does add to the kit. It's going to make life a lot easier with the masking. The resin adds a lot more detail, as does the Photo-Etch as well. The instructions, excellent instructions. They're very clear, concise. I do like Eduard's instructions. They're certainly up there with Tamiya's as being very, very clear and concise. And the art, I mean, what's not to like? You get the tin print and the proper art piece as well, and they're going to look stunning. I've got a bit of art on my ceiling. People think I'm nuts, but there's no room elsewhere. And I will be buying a frame for that, and it can live up there next to my sofa one. It's absolutely stunning. And the tin print's beautiful. Nice little extra to get in there. And a lovely, lovely cartograph decal sheet. Loads of good schemes in there. I know the one I'm going to do. There's plenty to choose from. Not a bewildering amount of stencils, but enough to keep you busy. And like I say, for the original £65 it was, that's a bargain. Really is a fantastic kit. There's a few places out there selling for around the £95 mark, and while the kit's probably still worth that, with all the extras, it's a lot of money extra. It's almost half the price again. So if you pick it up at a good price, definitely pick it up. It's well worth it. Because I know the end variant from Hasegawa is quite hard to get a hold of. And like I say, with all those extras for £65, you can't go wrong. It really is very cool. Just that box art sells it alone. So there you go. So thanks for watching. Take care. As always, check out the forum, International Scale Modeler, and the Facebook page of the same name. Very, very busy Facebook page and forum. Very well, not policed, but we don't allow anyone to criticism, no bullying, etc., etc. So you say post your work on there. No one's going to criticise you unless you ask for it. If you want critique, feel free to ask. But we try and keep it nice and friendly so people can post their work without fear of any ridicule or belittling or river counting, etc. So head on over there. Obviously, we've got the channel you're on now. If you're not subscribed to us, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a comment. I read every single comment. I do try and reply to them. I'm going to make a vested effort to try and reply to them more. I do appreciate each and every one of you that does comment and reply. Let me know what you think of that view without my grey mat down where you can see the stickers. Is it too busy? Is it annoying? Let me know what you think. I haven't seen it back yet. I will do it in a minute when I start editing it. Maybe I'll decide myself, but let me know what you think of that. And obviously share the video around. If you want to share it to different pages, feel free. Spread the love, spread the word. We don't mind you doing that. And like I say, leave a comment. Feel free. Any advice, criticism, or anything you want to ask, fire away and answer your question for you. Obviously, check out Friday's live shows. Every Friday, 7:30 UK, 8:30 Europe, 1:30 Central US. We have a full live show every week, covering what we've all been buying, building, latest releases from Tim. We've got Dan looking at all your work on the Facebook page. We have guests, we have free giveaways, some fantastic gifts coming up the next 2 weeks. And obviously Q&A, you guys in the chat, general banter, he's always there. And everything else in between. It's a good laugh, it's very interesting, it's a good way to spend Friday evenings. They're there. And if you can't watch it live, the uploaded show goes up as well. It's about 3 hours long, but it's a good laugh. Worth sitting down and having a look, having a watch. And obviously, check out umpretail.com. Oh my god, a shameless plug. Head on over there for all your sanders, thinners, cleaners, washers, kits. We've got primers, masking tapes, minions, resin kits, Star Wars kits, you name it. We've got it. Head on over there and have a look and get a nice order from us. You get a free bag of sweets and a nice little handwritten note off my girlfriend Hannah and son James. There you go. So, thanks for watching. I'll have another review up in a couple of days of the Tacon King Tiger, which I've had for a while, been meaning to review. And obviously the new show is due soon as well. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. See you soon. Bye-bye.